Okay, so many of you who follow me and have been following me know that I live in Prince William County. I live on one of the main roads in Prince William County, and we have lived in the same house since 1972. Okay? So the other day, I'm sitting in front of my house, in my car, on my phone, waiting for Miss Clemmy to come, right? Because she backs in and I back in front of her. Okay. As I'm sitting there in the car, I am scrolling on my phone. I notice two women are walking up the street past my house where we pay real estate tax, homeowners insurance, personal property tax, and I pay Armando to come cut my grass every 2 weeks. Okay. So as they're walking up, I look up, I smile, and I keep scrolling. As they pass my car, I look in my rearview mirror and notice that they're looking back at my car, and one lady takes her phone out, and I'm assuming she takes a picture. So all I do is reach over in my purse and get my ID because I already know what's about to happen. I look up in my rear view. I notice that the ladies have got to the top of the street and they're standing on the corner, just standing there looking down the street where I am. Probably a few moments later, a police officer pulls up behind my car. He's sitting in his car. He gets out his car. He walks up to my car. He said, "How you doing?" I said, I'm wonderful. How are you?" He says, "Oh, I'm doing good." He was like, "You okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine." He said, "You having car trouble?" "Not at all, officer." He said, "Oh, okay, I'm just kind of figuring out what's going on." I said, "I'm waiting for somebody." "Oh, yeah, who you waiting for?" I said, "I'm waiting for my mom." "She gonna meet you here?" I said, "Well, yes, she is." She's gonna meet me here. He goes, "Oh, okay." He said, "Well, we got a complaint about a suspicious car and person in the neighborhood. So, I just want to make sure you all good." I said, "I am." He said, "Hey, you got an ID on you?" "Sure do. Here you go." Now, I'm waiting for him to look at my ID and put one and one together and get his two, but he doesn't. He takes my ID, he go back to his cruiser. Now, in the meantime, the two women are walking back down the street. A few moments later, he gets out his cruiser. He goes, "Okay, well, thank you, but are you sure you're okay?" I said, "Yes." I said, "But I have a question." He said, what can I do for you?" I said, "Did you look at my ID?" He said, "I did." I said, "Did it match the tags? My ID matched what was in your system and the address that's associated with the tags?" He said, "Yeah, it did." He said, "It's all good." I said, "Did you look at the addresses of these houses?" Now, he looking at me with this look like, what? Because again, I'm waiting for you to take the one and the one and get your two. So he kind of looks up. He goes, "You live here?" I said, "Well, why, yes, I do." He goes, "Oh, okay. Well, listen, have a good night. You too, and you be safe out there. But before you go, can I get your a business card with your name and your badge number?" He says, "Sure." So he hands it to me. "Oh, okay." He pats on my car. "Have a good night. You too." Now, as he's walking back to his car, the two ladies are standing there. Now, in the meantime, Miss Clemmy then pulled up, backed in the driveway. Now, she's jumping out the car to find out why the police is in front of her house. So as she walks up, the police officer said, "Ma'am, can I help you?" She was like, "Yeah, what's going on?" He said, "Ma'am, do you live here?" She said, "Yeah, my name is Pam. I'm the owner of this house." Now, he starts eyeing the two ladies saying, "Well, we got a call about a suspicious car and a suspicious character in the neighborhood." Now, he looking at the ladies, kind of trying to throw them under the bus. My mom said, what suspicious car or suspicious person?" He points to my car. She said, "My daughter's car." She said, "Now, the car ain't been here since 1972, but the people have." So she looks at the lady. She said, "Why would you think this was suspicious?" Now, all of a sudden, they don't understand what's going on. She said, "Where y'all live at?" So they muster up the strength to say, "Oh, we live around the corner 3 blocks down." She said, "Oh, yeah, a church member of mine lived back there." She said, but we've been here since 1972. And we pay personal property tax, real estate tax, just like everybody else. So I don't know what you found suspicious, but not round here. Not round here, partner. So I get on here this Monday to say, sometimes when you think a person don't belong in a neighborhood, just always remember, they're the ones who started the neighborhood. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Have a good day.
This whole story highlights such a deep issue. Imagine sitting in front of your own house, minding your business, only to have someone call the police on you because they think you don't belong. It's a reminder that despite years of history in a place, some people still make snap judgments. The patience and grace shown in handling the situation and educating that officer on who truly belongs in the neighborhood is a lesson in holding your ground. How often do we see people jumping to conclusions without knowing the whole story?